If you're starting to trigger people, congratulations, girl. You came from healing and to the point where you are finally being your authentic self. No matter what society has expected of you, what your family has expected of you, what your old friends expected of you, none of that mattered anymore. And it's gotten to the point where you just walking in a room gives people the ick, the itch. They get uncomfortable because you exude so much confidence. And it's not based on how you look. It comes from having that backbone, that inner strength, from all the shit you went through, from all the pain you went through, and how you exuded all that shit no matter what anybody said about you. You didn't let that shit stick. And if it did stick, you changed your subconscious mind. You transformed it. You did the inner healing. You did the affirmations. You did the meditation. You did the actual spiritual and inner work that most people never do, and they go and they die with a bed full of trauma and regrets. We all have regrets. We're not perfect, and we're gonna always grow and learn throughout our whole life. But I'm talking about the people that were the most evil and bitter, hateful, and didn't accomplish nothing because they were so worried about other people judging them and how the world perceived them. They were so focused on that they killed their dreams. And that's not you. And some people can be intimidated by that. When I say people can be intimidated by it, it's to the point where I'm perceiving it like if you've grown from a lot, and I'm not even really religious, y'all, but I'm starting to take a lot in when it comes to perceiving life. When you just exude this fearless, this confident spirit that doesn't come from the ego. Of course, me changing my appearance came from wanting to be more attractive. Your inner matches your outer when you're actually like a real authentic person that doesn't follow along in the crowd. And you just always known you've been different. Even when you were a kid, you just always felt like you never fit in and that you had to always be someone you're not. But when people are like that, you can't let it affect you that they're triggering you, because sometimes it's human nature to want to be liked and perceived in a good way by other people. That's just how human nature is. You're perceived well by other people at the cost of you fitting in. You're not living a life of freedom. You're not gonna ever live for yourself. And I feel like that's the worst thing you can ever do, is to try to fit in and be someone you're not. And people that are them true selves and don't fit in, they're the most hated. So they hated Jesus, right? They hated all these activists. They hated all those people, right? Yeah, all those people. But guess what? They changed the fucking world like they did because they stood on what they believed in. And that also intimidates people when you have a strong belief system. I'm a hard-headed person. I'm an Aries, so it's like, I think I know everything sometimes. I don't know everything, but I feel like I know enough what to do when people is triggered by your existence. Triggered by your existence. And it's crazy. First thing, do not humble yourself. Do not ever dim your light. And when I say dim your light, when people are triggered by your existence and you start to humble yourself, when people are triggered by your existence, they're gonna probably say, oh, you think the world revolves around you. You think you're too arrogant. Your head's up your ass. Who she think she is? Who she think she is to lose some weight, to do better for herself, to want to start a business, to want to go to school, or to do something for themselves that's for the benefit. Who she thinks she is, she's on this spiritual journey, and who she thinks she is setting up these boundaries and not letting me run over her no more. Who she thinks she is. I ain't even trying to be a preacher, y'all. But this is what people think. Who this person think they is for having all this dignity. How are you gonna get mad at me for having dignity? And they're gonna say, oh, that's you being arrogant. Yes, at the end of the day, we're human and we all bleed the same. We all go through things. Life is not perfect. And we all have our downsides. We are not perfect people either. But when you have a choice, and I think that's what people don't see. They get so trapped in their own minds. It's so trapped in their own minds to where they believe that only a limited amount of things can come to them, a limited amount of blessings. They feel limited in their own box, in their own shell, because of what their parents taught them, because of what they grew up and what they grew up around, or maybe because of what society expects of them to be like, instead of actually following their truth. And when you start to do things like that, when you start to improve on yourself, become more confident, you need confidence in this world, because there will always be a lot of naysayers seeing what you can and what you can't do, but it's your choice to believe it or not. You can't let nobody tell you what you capable of, because if you give people the control of telling you what your standards should be and how you deserve to be treated, you'll always be miserable. But then again, there's downsides to this. Most people are like that. So you be by yourself. But that's when it comes to you just being okay with not being liked. Because not everybody gonna like you either. And when you're an authentic person, when you're not letting people humble you and tell you how you need to be, and basically you need to tolerate whatever they're doing. But what they're basically saying is, I'm not strong enough, or I'm not capable enough. I don't believe this for myself. I don't believe to be confident. I don't believe to be secure in myself. I really don't believe I can be a good person because I have so much trauma and so many issues and so much shadow work I need to do, that I feel limited, because you're this free spirit. You're this person that no matter what you're going through, you're gonna always keep going. You don't have that energy to where it's like you fall it up and then you fall another time, you're like, I quit. I'm just gonna take whatever the world gives to me. Instead of you falling, you not ever letting that fall take you down. That's confidence, that's strength, and that's what you're gonna exude when you keep going, when you just listen to me. I wish I had someone to tell me these things when I was young, because I always felt like I was different and that I didn't fit in. I always felt like I had to always be someone I'm not at school, and I had so much anger because I had shit going on at home, and I didn't even feel a belonging at home. And people call me mean now, but that just comes from going through shit and people doing you any kind of way and you not being able to even do anything sometimes. And I don't know if I believe in chosen ones and all that, because I'm still human. But I believe I was here to help people. I really believe I was here to be that person that I needed when I was a teenager and when I was a little girl, because I didn't have that. Those talks, you were to always believe in yourself. Never let anyone dictate who you are and what you're capable of. Because now that I'm doing that, the only person that can hold me back is me. This is what I learned in 2024. So I already know 2025 and so on. So far on, it's going to be something better every time, because I'm gonna always have that mindset of growth and expansion, and never let anyone take those thoughts from you. Because when you're growing and expanding, you're reaching your higher self. You're gonna become more beautiful. You're gonna become more attractive. You can become more magnetic. So stop focusing on just that. When it comes to being a baddie, it's more than that. Yes, the appearance is gonna come when you got that self-respect, you got that dignity, you got that caring about your health. You're not just saying, oh, I want to lose weight and eat healthy to get this physique. You want to eat healthy because it makes you feel good. You feel like more productive. You have more energy. It's not about just that. But when you have those traits to where you just want to be the healthiest version of yourself, the strongest, you know, but you're going to have days where you're going to want to quit. And you're going to be like, damn, I just want to fit in and go back to clubbing and partying and being around girls that I know are fake, or people that don't have the best interests at heart with me, or go back to being around people that don't have any drive. are lazy, just want to be on social media all day and gossip. They're not innovative. They're not thinking about getting to the next level. Basically, keep showing up as you, no matter what. But overall, I hope what you got from this is basically to always choose you. And when I say choose you, don't fall into the trap of what society has told you to be like. Don't fall into the trap of wanting to revert back to your old habits and your old self to feel a sense of belonging. Because if you're not belonging or connecting with a person or a situation or a place anymore, it's usually because you're evolving. But all this comes through doing that inner work. And if you found me as a creator on here, it's not for just coincidence. It's not a coincidence. You found me because I am that guide that you needed as a little girl. Whether you're an adult, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. All of our souls are different ages. I don't know how long my soul has been here, but this is my calling to shed light. Because right now, pop culture is influencing a lot of things. And it's been like that for a long time, but it's getting worse, especially when it comes to womanism. But I'm here to change and be that change I want to see. And if you resonate with me, you're here to be in this community, to feel a sense of belonging, to feel connected, because it's not like that no more around people just in your near area. It's just like now we're finding people in connection online, which is a good thing in some cases because we can build our own community of strong ass bad bitches. Y'all are strong. I've been through a lot. Y'all still here. Y'all still trying to elevate and grow. Y'all still trying to be confident, even on days where you feel at your lowest and you're not beautiful enough, you're not strong enough, and you're this and that. And you're still going. You're going to keep going because you're not going to let nothing push you down. Don't ever let nothing push you down. That's all I've ever been saying to y'all. But whenever you're watching this video, I'm filming this on Christmas Eve in 2024. I'll see y'all next year. I love y'all.